and social equations for a vote, and not performance also got routed. And that's almost been happening in most elections thereafter. And the reason is, if I can use a phrase that the Prime Minister has said, this India is now a new India. It's an aspirational India. It's an aspirational India where even the poor people now have become aspirational and they want to grow. And therefore, in future in India, neither dynasty nor caste alone will be enough to win an election. Political parties, when in power, will have to perform or perish. And that is the reason. Why is it, if you look at this phenomena, why is it that when Prime Minister Narendra Modi travels around the world, even outside India, world leaders are amazed? How can an individual fill up stadiums outside the country of audience to listen to him? It doesn't happen elsewhere. In fact, the former British Prime Minister David Cameron, in one of his, when he was in India after ceasing to be Prime Minister, he made a very interesting comment to some of us. And he said, there are a few lessons I have learnt in life. One of them is never to address a public meeting along with Narendra Modi. Because he accompanied the Prime Minister at the Wembley Stadium, and he said it more as a compliment than a grievance. Day before yesterday, at Rashtrapati Bhavan, 2 books on the government and the Prime Minister's performance and the government's performance were released. One of them was on his radio program, Mann Ki Baat. Normally, how do Prime Ministers and leaders communicate? Once in a year, they will address a press conference in Vigyan Bhavan to some selected anchor or interviewer. They will give an interview. Today, there is a difference. He uses the radio. He uses his own direct contact with the people. He goes over the heads of all media organizations. He doesn't want any anchor or any editor as an intermediary. And he addresses and talks to the people straight. And I think this is a politics with a lot of difference. And therefore, ability to communicate. And people will listen to only those communications where you have something important to say. And I think people listen to him, and his ratings continue to be all-time high only because of one reason. And that one reason is credibility. They trust him. And when I say they trust him, there are 2 important features how you distinguish yourself from the past. We saw the UPA government, and the biggest criticism of the UPA government was it was indecisive. In any democracy, a prime minister always has the last word. When the prime minister gives his own opinion, the country, at least the government or the ruling party, has to accept it. The prime minister didn't have the last word. He was indecisive. He didn't have the courage to take decisions. Leadership is not the art of deferring and postponing decisions. Leadership is not the art of a prime minister where people start pitying a prime minister and say, poor fellow, he's not being allowed to function. Nobody will recognize you as a leader. Leadership is the art of being decisive. If there is no consensus, then leadership is the art of forcing a decision, getting the people on your side, and then everybody else will fall in. And I think a living example of this was the decision to demonetize the currency. Now, by any political calculation, this decision was fraught with risk. How do we allow this normal to continue? And what is the normal? If any Indian has to buy a property, money has to be paid in two different ways. That's a way of life. Books of accounts are maintained in two different ways. Political donations are in two different ways. Are you then to say that my party, there is no consensus on this? Or in parliament, there is no consensus? He wanted to create a new normal and said this can't continue indefinitely. And when he took the decision and announced it, we saw the consequences. You had queues of people waiting for hours. A section of the media would go to those people and say, are you being harassed? And the answer used to be, yes, I am being, but I think the decision is correct. Columnists, economists, world over, everyone got proved wrong. Somebody said your GDP will decline by 2%. Somebody will say it will come down to 3%. There's a squeeze of capital.